Hello and welcome, my Sagittarius people. This is a reading for April 29th through May 5th, 2019. This is for wherever Sagittarius falls into your chart. Apply accordingly or not at all. This is not tarot reading. It is cartomancy to spark intuitive messages from my spirit guides. Spirit messages may not align with the cards drawn, and being a general reading, not all messages will apply to all. And me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to be less romantic and more life, craft, and action oriented. All right, Saggies. This is me, the Queen of Fire. This is my jokers in my deck are the Leaps of Faith. And this is a double back card, meaning there is a deception. It can also be a card of not just deception, but it can be a card of misunderstanding, or you're not thinking about something the right way. It comes out a lot about not thinking the right way. And because Sagittarius is more blunt than Aries, I think. I like to have conversation with Sagittarius because I'm an Aries and we're both fire signs, and we just both tell it like it is, and I hate for people to overhear us because they just won't get it, right, Sag? You just say things and you're just like, dude, come on, how did you not understand that? It was so on point. So on point, right, Sagittarius? How are you feeling? You feel like you've explained it 50 billion times. That's the energy of last weekend. Yeah, I'm tired of explaining this. I need to move on. And you do. You do. A lot of signs need to focus on their self goals, on their own thing right now, especially fire signs. Okay, I have the Nine of Pentacles. You're feeling quite good. Three of Hearts and the Ace of Fire. This kind of feels like you're coming out of the weekend a little low. Last week, there may have been a little interference, not necessarily cheating. This being the Nine of Earth, the Nine of Pentacles, it's more like a group thing that, maybe a party that wasn't that great. But, you're doing okay. You feel like you have everything you need. You feel like you've learned something from whatever this experience was, but you're not feeling that strong coming out of the weekend. Perhaps at this party is where you were like, I've explained this 5 billion times. You guys still don't get it. And you have the Two of Spades and the Ten of Fire. You really tried to deliver a message to somebody. This is like a little brother, an interaction, a message to a little brother or sister who's just not really a younger friend who's just not really doing the work, and you're trying to incite a little passion in them. You use your fire in its fullest to get to them about this, and I think you might have come across a really harsh because they did not get your message. Yeah, it was pretty cutting. The way you delivered this message was very cutting, and you sat back and you realized this after the fact, but something needs to be removed. Is my camera shaking every time I shuffle? Okay, this is last weekend. Let's see what's coming into the new week. Okay, we have, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. You're coming into this week feeling like whatever you said or did last weekend, that cutting action was just what should have been done. And it really if you dump somebody or you really just cut somebody down with your fire, you let them know what's what. And you're resting in your heart. That's a victory in your heart. You said something that needed to be said, and it was definitely the leap of faith you needed to take. You got something off your chest, and you are owning that energy now. Last weekend might have blown a little, but it looks like Saggies are coming out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is you're thinking about it still. You're still a little worried about it because you hurt somebody's feelings a little bit. Nines are like when you come out right before you get your award or your medal or your big 10 of hearts, which you're already feeling. You kind of go back and think over, hey, maybe what did I lose by doing this? What did I gain by doing this? Was this victory really worth it all? Do I need to go back and learn a little more? Or am I really ready for that 10? You're feeling it, but you're also thinking that maybe you put a little too much fire in this and you're really stuck in your head about it. But let's see. And if this is doing, a lot of clovers are doing energy, especially for a Sagittarius. I feel like whatever this did opened the door to something. I mean, if it was at work, it's like you changed the boss's mind about the whole concept of the project because, yes, you're coming out of that dark night of the soul, out of a 7 to an 8, and you're feeling solid and grounded. This 8 of diamonds is a resting, a peace card, a harmony card in the environment, and definitely in the pentacle careered environment. Whatever was consuming you, whatever message needed to be sent last week, you sent it either verbally or you sent this message by walking across a room, maybe even, and it set everything right. It will set everything right. Okay, how to get everything to this 8 of diamonds. Let's get some advice cards for next week. Okay, I have the King of Hearts, the 5 of Hearts, the 7 of Diamonds, and the 3 of Diamonds. Okay, you are going to have to really... this King of Hearts is definitely a water sign in your life. This may be somebody that doesn't understand what you were doing last week at all, and it is creating an imbalance in your relationship. So you cannot just go career crazy this week to get to this 8 of diamonds and get to this. These are the prior cards of last week and this week are relationships that don't involve passionate love. This is definitely your lover or your boyfriend or your girlfriend feeling a little ignored, feeling like you ascended and left them behind. Need to make sure in order to really enjoy this 8, you've got to get through this 5 and this 7 and even this 3 because she's hearing from other people or he's hearing from other people that what you're doing is this 3 of diamonds is a little crazy or a little off. They don't understand, and it doesn't matter. You do not have to explain it to them. It's probably better if you don't, but you must include your lover if you want that relationship to go on, because you are moving up in some kind of way in work, in work, or in some personal project or a passion, a concept. In and you've taken a giant leap in that direction, and you're about to start that whole giant leap in this big direction. It's like, you finally ask the boss for the big raise or the big project and you are getting it, but you must include that person and you must discuss financial concerns and grounding concerns in this relationship because there are other people involved, and this is not cheating, this is not sex. This is definitely like the mama saying, well, what happened to his stable job with health insurance, or what happened to becoming a lawyer or a doctor. So this thing is, it's a complete, it's coping with those around you when you want to make a big change. That is definitely, you must acknowledge that to get to this 8 of diamonds. You must balance this relationship. Definitely. All right, next weekend. What cards do we have for next weekend? Okay, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Not only do you soften your lover, your water sign lover, and you really get to that 10 of Pence, that really grounding in even your relationship with your lover, but whatever other earth sign was involved, whatever girl pals or boy pals were talking down this lovely, lovely, lovely sweetheart of a understanding lover that you have here. You're number one, ride or die. They whatever they're saying is gone. It's cut away. This Eight of Spades, I have this Eight of Spades. It's all cutting away for harmony. Nobody's worried about that gossip anymore, and you guys are back together on square one. So any confusion that you're having, you can work through that. You just have to remember to acknowledge it and do that work with your partner. Make sure if you have a rough day at work, you come home and you tell them exactly why. Because I'm mostly thinking about women, because when you don't say anything, we definitely think of the worst, a possible worst thing. And if men don't think of the worst possible things, their friends do. So their friends tell them, and that's exactly what this whole thing is whatever, even working late at the office might appear as cheating if you don't open up and just tell your sweetheart what's going on, because you do soften them. You do. That is really a sweet ending. All right, and that would end your weekend in a very high note, my Sagittarius. Have a great week. Enjoy some tacos for Cinco de Mayo and margaritas on Sunday night. Please like, subscribe, donate, comment. And thank you very much for watching my readings. Again, have a really great week, and I love you.